At the Children's Bereavement Center, RGV, we help to heal our grieving children in the Rio Grande Valley.
We specialize in providing grief support for children and their families who've had the death of a loved one. So we do individual counseling, family counseling, we offer peer support groups, children's camps, teen camps, and we just added a family camp, so we're excited about that.
So in the Valley, it's a very large region. We have 4 counties out here: Hidalgo County, Starr County, Cameron County, and Willacy County. And being in Harlingen is kind of in the middle, but then we're missing out the Hidalgo County area. So as we were looking in the city of McAllen, we noticed the Linsflower School, which no longer was there. And we decided to rent that part of the school out. Remodelized it for the center, and right now we have a huge location in McAllen.
Recently, we have had a significant number of deaths due to COVID-19, and those deaths are very complicated, not just because of the nature, but also a lot of our families, they lost a significant family member, and then their death rituals were interrupted because COVID didn't allow us to have funerals the way we used to have them, or memorial services.
Children grieve developmentally, and so as they get older, they have a new and different understanding of the world around them, and so they're going to process the death again with that new information. And as they step into middle childhood and adolescence, and they become young adults, and that's why we work with that full age from 3 to 24, that we know as they continue to grow and develop and reach new milestones, that they're going to revisit that loss.
So just like we would go to a medical doctor for illnesses in our body, it's perfectly understandable to need to go to a mental health worker to say, I just need to understand what's happening, and I just need support in how to manage it so that I can find my balance again.
In general, mental health there is a lot of stigma with the work that we do, especially I think in our community. Sometimes in the Hispanic community, there's the belief that what happens in our family stays in our family, and that it's not proper or okay to talk to others or strangers about what is happening in the home, right? But what we want people to know about the Bereavement Center, that this place can be whatever it is that they need it to be, right? It's a safe place to share, to remember, to honor, to express their feelings in any way that they would like.
They come here to the center where it's more like a home-style environment, and we speak in the terms of the child. So children naturally have a voice.
But the expressive arts really are encompassing of art, music, Ciantre, play interventions, poetry, drama, and finding some outlet to give them.
There are some things in our grief experience that there just aren't words for. And so if we can put it into a beat, or if we can put it into a movement, or if we can put it into a projective object like figures in the sand, we can help ourselves understand it and help other people understand it a little bit more.
So for example, in the art room, we're using colors and paint to be able to give meaning to their experience. Instead of asking how they feel, we might ask them to show us how that looks like. The Ciantre serves as a container for their grief and for their inner experiences. So we might give a client a prompt, for example, show me what your grief looks like. And then they select as many or as few miniatures in the Ciantre to be able to show us their inner experience, their inner world.
So each child that comes to our center, when they first come for their initial appointment, they are offered the chance to take home a buddy. And in our buddy barn, we have different stuffed animals that have been created and or donated by our community.
The children are able to pick out a buddy that they can take home with them, and we hope that that serves as a a reminder of the comfort and support that we want them to feel when they come visit us here at the center. We invite the children and their families to paint a heart in memory of their loved one, and we want that to serve as a reminder that this is a safe place for them to remember their special person. And so what we want families to know is that when they place that heart, that they know they can continue to honor and remember their loved one regardless of how much time has passed, and that this is a safe place that they can always talk about and remember their loved one. All our services are offered to our community with no financial barrier, and really our hope is that we can provide support to those families that otherwise may not be able to get this level of support. And so we know, especially after the death of a loved one, that there are a lot of secondary losses, and sometimes there is a change in income that comes into the household, and so we don't want this to be one more obstacle that families have to face.
We also want to thank the Methodist Healthcare Ministries for all the support that they give us. Without them, it would be very difficult for the Children's Bereavement Center of RGB to be able to help heal our grieving children and families. With their support, we're able to be here, and they were here from the beginning, so we appreciate all that they do for us.
We're here to be a resource to those that need it. And we're always open to receiving all of the talents, the support that our community has to offer. And so we invite you to come learn about the Children's Bereavement Center, invite a loved one that you know that might benefit from our support to come visit us and let people know we're here.